hell up and then retired. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden he's winning a division. That's some bullshit. But they gonna do it though.
Yeah, we got the notification.
And then retired. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Then all of a sudden he's winning. Hey, let's layer it up.
No, I'm dropping off. You boys got this.
I appreciate you. Thanks, Doc. All right, big homie. Through some, the technical side that Chris just took care of us at the producer, Chris Donovan.
Yeah.
Appreciate
producer
you.
/ engineer / sound guy / key grip / gaffer. My man's doing it all back there, man. Well underpaid.
Back there, under there, yeah. Well underpaid is an understatement for sure.
Mm-hmm. He was doing Foley sounds for me the other day. I said, man, I need this walk down the hallway sound effect, and he had a pair of shoes, and we're just going clip 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 clip. He was on it, bro. I like it.
He knows what he's doing. Check him out.
Professional at this.
Very professional.
He ain't playing.
Go to thisisfunner.com for all that content, baby.
That's all
right there.
Yeah, get you a good key grip and one of those. He'll be holding a boom mic. My man, hey, one-stop shop, bro.
Yeah, speaking of boom mic, I still need one of those. But yeah, what's going on down there in the Federal Way, homie? You want to tell the people that your punk ass is rolling out the hood next week? Leave me all lonely up here in Seattle all by myself, or what?
Oh, well, I mean, hey, my wife trying to find a new righteous place to stash my half alive body. So she's dragging me to a foreign country so I can get quote unquote kidnapped, you know what I'm saying, and wind up missing.
I know what
I'm saying, on some reverse Gabby Petito.
I know what you're going there for, homie. You're looking for the new meds, the good meds that are actually going to take care of your body.
Man, I wish they did.
Hey, you never know. You might find something.
But hey, this is all. It's been popping. Everybody knows that Mexico don't give a rat's ass who the fuck got what. You know what I'm saying? And number one, I did a little research. No, Mexico ain't even getting it. You don't hear them on the news talking about they getting it. They ain't got it like that. I don't even know why. Mucho cervezas. I don't know. But hey, they ain't getting it. So, but people been going down there.
Man, it kills it all.
Yeah, people been going down there the whole time when this first popped off. First summer 2020. That's all I was hearing. People was jet, Mexico, because they don't give a shit. Now, here's the thing: try to get your ass back in here, see what happened. Okay, try to get your ass back in here, see what happened. You bet not have caught it while you there. If you catch that shit while you there, shit, Joe Biden is not letting your ass back in. The damn customs service is not letting your ass back in. Border Patrol is not letting your ass back in. You're going to post up. And luckily enough to see a lot of these places, they got provisions and stuff in place. Apparently, they say, now I know they will see how true this shit is. Well, actually, you know what? I don't want to see how true this is. You can, if you come up and get the shit while you staying at the hotel and can't fly back, they'll comp you for a week for quarantine purposes.
Hey, there you go, homie.
You know what I'm saying?
You better get on that international plan so we can do a show while you're down there.
With the backup equipment. You know what I'm saying?
Find a homie on the street and be like, hey, you got a studio?
Yeah, get a damn aluminum antenna or something. Put a little foil at the top, and somebody stand like this. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, brother.
Yes, sir. What's been going on with you though?
Oh, geez, what a fucking wild week, dog. What a wild week, man. Freaking pouring down rain every day. Just got, threw in a new application. The word on the street is your boy got a new gig finally. So
okay, all right.
we're starting at the bottom, but hey, sometimes you got to start somewhere and just work your way up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So let's see. Got most of the stuff done. Had to pee in a cup today. Only took an hour and a half. Not for personal issues, but because, you know, there's everybody in their mama and their papa and everybody at the doctor's office walk in, just, you know, get the drug test done, which will come back flying colors. You know, so
we'll see about that.
that.
I'm just fucking with you.
I
I don't even want to mess up your juju like that.
I'm
You know what I mean?
clean as a whistle. That might not even be a good terminology, but hey, you know, so, you know, we're working on different things, you know, getting a new stepping stone, but nothing wrong with that. I'm excited. I can, you know, gonna be some early mornings, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
That ain't shit. Yeah, that ain't shit. Like you said, start from the bottom and you'll be there. Like the dude Drake said. You know what I mean? That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. Pay dues and whatever. Foot in the door and hold it there so they can't kick you out. Bang on the door. Kick the damn door down. Make
some moves. So hopefully January 24th will be the day. We're about 10 days out from that. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Make some moves and on to something different and better, because that retail life ain't the life, brother.
Garbage.
Ain't the life. We both know.
That shit will make you want to hate everybody with 2 arms and 2 legs, working or not. You know what I'm saying?
That the truth.
Working or not, it will make you hate everybody. But everybody, I mean, I've always said, I think everybody need to do it just so you can see what the public really acts like.
True.
For real. You can see the dirtiest of the dirty and the legit of the legit. You can actually see people who got a heart, and you can tell who just a bunch of savage motherfuckers too.
Oh man. Oh, the stories. Probably do a whole podcast on that every week on stories from the retail world and all the bullshit that we dealt with over the
Tales from the crypt.
The what?
The tales from the crypt.
Tales from the crypt. So, but hey, what do you want to talk? You want to get into some sports action, brother?
No, that's not even why I got on here. I got on here to talk about the new political climate and what's going on and the environment and all of that.
Yeah, we're not doing that today. So
I didn't want to anyway. I figured we'll say that for next time. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man?
Hey, so let's thank everybody for listening. Check out the YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate you. If you listen to this on any podcast platform that you listen to, we appreciate you there too. Subscribe, rate, and review as always. We'd appreciate it. Yeah. Go to thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. You get some of these cool, can you see my shirt? There we go. If you can't see it, there we go. Some cool sports fix with Stix and Nas Big Homie tees.
I like that shirt, man. I like that shirt.
I like this shirt too. And then follow me on Twitter at Stix015 and follow this guy, Nas Big Homie, at homie_anonymous. Use that hashtag Stix and Sports. We're all over the place, man.
Dropping jewels.
Nas Big Homie and I have to get in Twitter beefs against each other offline.
And everybody else too.
Because you talking some of that nonsense all the time.
Got to. Keeps the world rotating in the right direction.
Hey, did we talk about this last week? Did you bring it up? Or no, Monday, I think it was, or maybe it was last week. Apple has interest in buying ESPN 2024.
Oh yeah, man!
That's crazy.
You know what?
That ain't happening.
They said it's almost for certain. Now, here's what it is, though. Now, it might not be Apple, okay? But imagine if, okay, because the word on the street is ESPN is messing up the Disney mojo. It don't fit. They just bought it on the strength of having it. Now the value is bubbled, okay? And they trying to get rid of this thing so they can do their Disney thing. It's too much stuff. We know how it goes. There's too much stuff in sports that don't fit under the damn Cinderella and, you know what I'm saying, Seven Dwarfs.
And
yeah, it don't necessarily fit with that same, you know what I'm saying, with that same storyline that they're telling over there, you know what I'm saying, with the family wholesome goodness, you know what I mean? So it makes sense to me from that front. Okay, so then you peep all of this out from the business side of things. Apple don't got shit. Okay, if you ever looked at Apple Plus, There's not shit there except for damn Ted Lasso, bro.
Is it a
It might
streaming
be
service?
something
I
else
ain't
there.
fucking with it.
Yeah, see, but that's what I'm saying. This is if they did do it, Apple would be your go-to spot for sports. So they become the worldwide leader.
Is that shit's all streaming bullshit too?
Yeah. So
Fuck all
then
that.
you gotta cop. How many people gonna come cop Apple now because ESPN 1, 2, 3, 4, Ocho, everything? You know what I mean? That shit would be live for them because that's the only thing that they would have. They don't have shit. They would have to still bubble on some content. They have no content except for Ted Lasso, bro. Ted Lasso is good, by the way. If you ain't seen Ted Lasso,
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I want to see
you know
it,
what I'm
but I
saying?
don't have
It
that.
ain't laugh out loud funny because they hit all of the current social topics. It's funny in there, is underground comedy in there, is mental health issues off in there, it's soccer in there, which who the fuck gives a shit about damn soccer unless it's World Cup? Not us. So it's a lot of stuff in Tel, but that's all they got. So I mean, they need to bubble their content, or they gonna have to smash Apple Plus anyway. So they didn't set it up to smash it. So it's interesting how that's gonna all go if it do go like that, because it's only gonna be just ESPN brand. It's not gonna be NFL going over there. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be MLB going over there. It's gonna still be their contracted number of broadcasts that they have to do under each sports banner. But you got to go over there to see it. The one thing I don't like about it, and I just said this the other day because I hit Peacock the other day because I'm on this Yellowstone. If y'all ain't seen Yellowstone, y'all got to trip out this
It's
Yellowstone,
good
bro.
stuff, son.
Yellowstone is hood and grimy as you get, except for ain't no hood. It's mad grime. Well, it's a different hood. We'll put it like that. It's a different hood, but it's all the same shit going on. But anyway, and I hit on this damn thing, and I'm waiting for 3, 4 minutes for the damn thing to load up. And the first thing I said was, whatever happened to good old channels?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
They
what
got
I'm
to
about,
figure
dog.
out how to do this shit right.
I ain't fucking around with that streaming. That's why I can't do all that nonsense. With the Houston Texans job just opened up too, as we'll get into later on. But yeah,
I already knew that. I knew that was coming. Nobody could pick him out of a lineup anyway. We don't know who the HC was anyway.
Oh, but yeah, back onto the streaming shit. Nah, I'm good with all that streaming bullshit. So hey, speaking of Peacock, wait, we can't be dropping names without no sponsorship, dog. What are you doing?
They better come holler at us.
Olympics, February 3rd, baby. Let's go. About time for the US of A. Better not fuck around like they did in the Summer Olympics.
Straight luge, baby.
I love it.
Championship ski jump. That's the shit right there, boy. Get that Michael Jackson lean on. Boy,
I love watching the bobsled and oh man.
Oh, for sure.
Jamaican bobsled team. All right.
Still out there too.
We didn't get a chance. I know we did a show on Sunday night, right? We were talking about the Alabama-Georgia game. Boy, were we not all the way wrong, homie, because you came through in the clutch in the first half play.
Yeah, for sure.
But the Georgia and Alabama game did not go the way that I thought it was going to go. That's for sure. But one thing that before we get into the game there, I don't know who the person was who was giving out the old hats, the championship hats after the game. Yeah. Oh boy, he has one story to tell, or she has one story to tell for a lifetime. You know that one time when Georgia won the championship and I gave him the Alabama hats? I did that shit on purpose.
I heard that. I went back and looked at a couple of the, still photos that they have out there of on-field celebrations, things like that. It looked like dude is the only one. It was only one dude that got it. So it looked like a pick and pack mistake situation.
So again, that goes back to the person packing the shit up. They're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw one of these Alabama hats in here. That shit didn't get double checked. They're mass producing those in the back room at this point. And underneath the bleachers.
Yeah.
So what did you think of that game, though? I mean, Georgia's defense stepped up like no other towards the end. Wow. Just for the record, we take Alabama plus 1.5 at the under first half of 26.5, I believe.
Easy.
And then
cash.
But we also we attempted the double dip with the +3 for Alabama for the game and the money line, because the money line was a decent payout as well. I think it's +170. We attempted the double dip, which I had good fortune in after the first 3 quarters.
That's what I'm saying, man. They got off the rails. They were rolling. They were doing everything they were supposed to do, and then all of that youth of your Heisman Trophy winner, you know what I mean, start showing up. You start getting shook. Now, I do gotta say, I mean, if anybody's gonna say anything, you gotta make sure that you point out that their number 2 wide receiving weapon
I was just gonna say
went down in the situation after their number 1 option hasn't been playing for Matt Weeks.
Yeah.
So they were already used to playing, you know, number 1 short and then having to go number 2 short. And to be dead square, if number 84, who is either a red shirt or something like that, who had to come in, if he would have made and put his hands around a couple balls, it was a totally different story. Because dude was hitting them.
You could tell the difference from the drop off between the 1s and 2s during the year that they had to the 3rd and 4th or whatever string guys they had, because there were a lot of those thrown balls, like you just said, towards, especially in the 4th quarter when they're marching down the field, that were drops, or I mean, drops. Even not really, you know, some of them were catchable balls, I would say, especially for an Alabama wide receiver.
For sure. You would expect.
You know, yeah, definitely, you know, that doesn't help with your quarterback's confidence, you know, trying to get the ball out and make some plays. So you got to make some plays for your quarterback. So I know a lot of quarterbacks out there would agree. So, and probably the receivers would agree. I'm sure they're the first ones to, you know, take control and say, hey, that was me. That was on me. So, you know, it was good. So,
yeah. Well, you know what time it is now, though. Guess what? Speaking of Yellowstone, the barn doors have now opened to the transfer portal. People leaving Alabama like a mug, bro. What's going on?
Oh, that's right.
So this is what I wanted to ask you, though, aside from because in pre-production we was talking about Bill O'Brien, and now he got rumors in Jacksonville Jaguars. He's getting an interview popping. I'm trying to get his little musty ass back in the league. Former HC of the Texans. Last time they were 500 and barely scraping into the playoffs. But the transfer doors have opened up. So here's the thing: have we already seen the last of the Alabama powerhouse since cash is in the hands of the boosters, being passed along in front of everybody to nice, good recruits instead of behind the scenes, hand to hand, sneaky? Like, it's say, hey, I got cash over here. I got 500 grand. I got 500 grand. You want to come over here to School X?
Yep. It's definitely going to change it up. How many? There was 9 players from Alabama that hit the transfer portal button as soon as they got home off the plane. As soon as they landed, they hit.
They said, I already did some time in Alabama. You know how much bread I can get in Tennessee? How much bread I can get in UT? Yeah, Texas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? All that. Jimbo, rolling. Hey, you see how your boy Jimbo is a live cat. I don't think you watched it.
I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it. I had to watch the widescreen. I couldn't sit there and listen to them and do it the whole time. I had to watch the live screen. We had money on that, baby.
It was wild, but I had to watch it because I like that country ass coach speak. You know what I'm saying? I get intrigued by that shit. I'm entranced by it. But you trying to tell me that wasn't the biggest recruitment tool that they gave him?
Right.
They just gave him that on a silver platter, and that introduced the whole nation of football players to his whole coaching staff, bro.
Yeah,
and the fact that they know everything that's going on, they getting the vibes. My coach is nationally recognized, and they're moving to the SEC, which I completely forgot about, and I got reminded of that when I was watching that. So Texas A&M, who's the only team that beat Alabama before this whole situation, is now moving to the SEC too.
And that's a good point there, homie, because I didn't even think about that as a recruiting tool, is having your coach that you may have been thinking or may not have been thinking about going to Texas A&M. Now you have this guy, talking business, telling you what they're looking forward to, how to run plays, their whole coaching staff, what they're thinking at this time, and you got national attention on this. So, if there's a kid coming, looking at Texas A&M, now he's like, you know what? Well, my coach is this. He's been all over the place. Everybody's going to know. Everybody's going to watch us play at Texas A&M now. Going to have some big games on ESPN, I'm sure, as they always do. But
bigger now.
I wish Jimbo Fisher would have stayed at at Florida State.
Don't worry about it, because word on the street is straight onto the desk. I've been holding this one for you on the desk. Better be homie investigation group. 2 words for you. Coach Prime.
I'm okay with that.
There is a high chance that all he did with this year at Jackson State was just boost his stock to come back to Florida. And they said that there's literally a big chance he could be the damn coach next season at Florida State.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I meant. You know what I meant. Seminole situations.
I know what you said in the state of Florida, but you have to clarify Florida State.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, I'd be perfectly okay with that, dog. I mean, he's already came out and said Florida State's been using him for, years to recruit players. So how his recruiting tool is, especially when he goes to the alma mater. He'll be solid there. I was thinking I was hoping he would get a coaching gig after Jimbo left. They brought in Norvell, which, the program has not been very good the last couple of years. I don't know how much of a leeway they're going to give this coach anymore, but Coach Prime put one more year in Jackson State, get all his recruits, and then you know what they do after Coach Prime goes to Florida State and he gets the number 2 recruit in the nation, and he's getting a couple of number 8 or 9 recruit in the nation to Jackson State. They just go next year and just hit that old transfer portal on to Florida State, baby.
Well, hey, I heard there's a 25% chance he could be the coach next year. Okay, so keep your ears open and listen up, because it could happen. News could be on the way. He just setting it up, waiting for that foot to heal. Apparently, I don't know. That's probably bullshit, but you know what I mean. They could be going down.
I like it. I'll be paying attention for sure. All right, homie. Well, hey, you got kid pickup today or what?
No, actually.
Oh, nice. You just live in the lifestyle. You make them walk.
Drop off.
Chevrolet it.
Hey, you better find a ride.
Hey, you're old enough.
That's right.
There's gotta be some parents up there that say, "Hey, I'll give you a ride."
You want to know how much maneuvering I was doing at these dudes' age? I was in all kind of other cities, everything on public transit, on bikes. And they just sheltered, man. They just get chauffeured everywhere. I go, look, you better sit your ass in this front seat. What I look like?
That's right. Hey, we got I know you've seen this, homie. Just a couple quick shout outs to the ladies out there.
Mm-hmm.
The New York Yankees hired Rachel Bakovec as the manager of the Tampa Tarpons.
Hey! I had to rewind, pause, and open my eyes real wide. I go, what the hell is the name of that damn mascot, bro? Oh, hold up, bro.
I've read it over and over and over again, and I still seem to fuck it all up.
Say it again phonetically.
Tampa Tarpoons. I don't know.
Man, well, that's cool. That's better than looking at it spelled out.
Okay? Yeah, I know.
Tarpons.
Yeah, pause. And you can't even, Pause?
yeah, just pause and marinate on that, bro.
Hey, you
go grab a pencil and write it down.
You tell me the name, homie. You tell me. You threw me under the bus. You tell me the name.
Oh, I don't know the name. I'm just tripping off the spelling.
I know, but I need an enunciation from you.
Oh, I would go with tar ponds too. Yeah, I would definitely go with tar ponds just because it's so close to the other word that I know.
It's so crazy.
You just move one letter, and why it got to be a woman story? I would instantaneously, if I was thinking of hiring this female coach, manager of the squad. Oh, we got to change everything. We got to change this damn name because I see memes across the whole baseball landscape now.
Oh, it's coming. As soon as baseball opens up, as soon as baseball figures out what the hell they're going to do, oh, it'll be on and popping. People are just not interested right now because of the fact that they're still on the lockout. It doesn't sound like they're going to be coming to any resolution anytime soon. So I'd be surprised if we even have a spring training this year.
Yeah, because if I'm chuckling over it, it's a bunch of sick bastards who got a lot more heavyweight jokes than I got.
Just, with the little respect, the little respect that we have, that our show has, and the dignity that we carry.
That's right.
That there are much worse people out there in the world.
Yes, sir. I ain't even going to dignify or justify that with nothing more than just my little chuckle. Make for it as you will.
That's right. That's for sure. Hey, and we have to give a huge shout out to the GOAT, Sue Bird, returning for her 19th season. Finally made it public last week. So let's go Seattle Storm, new arena. Now we're going to have to go catch, well, being since you haven't taken me to a Kraken game yet, homie, wife comes first, I guess. But
you got to get your schedule together, bro.
Hey, that's what we did. Now we get it on and popping in a week and a half, baby. Then we can figure it out. But
let's go.
Hit up some Seattle Storm games as well. That's how we do it. Hey,
yeah, Sue got to keep that. Just get back in there and keep that cash flow going because I know you got a gang of endorsements. You want to make sure your name is still out there. I appreciate that. Do what you do.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of Kraken, I think they're 10-21 now. 10-21 and 4.
Nobody cares about that.
It's starting to drop off a little bit.
I don't care about that. They are 2-0 in my book, baby, in the new year. And I would look, I was going to go back and give you from November 1st, like that running total that I give from when I first noticed it. Okay. That they are 100% dead over team. I don't give a damn who the hell you play. Case in point last night. They played a dead under team. Somehow they get together and they get to dancing with somebody and they taking it to the top, baby.
And last night was only 6 too. And what was it? 5-2?
5-2. They gets it done. I'm not concerned with any of these records. It's an expansion team. Okay. Root for the team right now.
Like the fucking Vegas Golden Knights, and they were not set up for a Vegas Golden Knights story this year. We talked about that on the podcast. We talked about it at the beginning. They were not set up like Vegas was set up. So it's
not even a little bit.
A trying year for these guys. We all know that. So hey, let's just look forward to a lot of goals being scored in the games. That's right. That's what we're looking for.
And make some bread. Okay, because clearly, Seattle Kraken, they've got a little bit of issue with the product on the field. Brand new remodeled arena, but they're not doing all that they could possibly do to entertain the fans. The Florida Panthers are doing everything that they can to entertain the fans. Okay, they got sideshow rappers looking like they getting busy in the suite in the arena for everybody to see. Okay. now, okay. So the dude is Kodak Black. Apparently he had a song that was popping years ago. I don't know. I'm too old for this shit, but I know the name when I hear it. Apparently he up in there looking like, yo, check it out. Just Google Kodak Black, Florida Panthers. It's going to come up. The first view.
Or use that hashtag Stix in Sports and Noah's Big Homie puts you out there.
You got to do that. Or just go back to my feed. It's all there. You know what I'm saying? Because I stay up with all of this. It looks like he is railing this young lady, okay? From the view that I'm and it's plainly clear to see.
back to our dignity and integrity part we just talked about a few minutes ago. But yeah,
I'm just reporting what I saw. Okay. I'm just stating the facts. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. Then another view comes out. Come to find out, she just trying to get her strip club style twerk on. Now, there's still a lot of people who still question whether or not everybody's parts were inside of their garments. There's still speculation out there.
Are you serious?
It's still speculation out there, but there was an in-suite view that it leaves a little bit to question, but that's what I'm saying. The Florida Panthers is out here really entertaining the people, and they just so happen to be one of the better teams in the league. So you know what? Everybody, Climate Pledge Arena, hey, you in the suite, you better do something. Put the team on the map. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying do all of this because
just to clarify.
Yeah. Do what you please. Take it for whatever you want to take it for. Okay, because I'm not charging up the people to go out and do all kinds of other stuff. But look, if you're looking at the team, you want to be fans, and you're looking at the team's win-loss percentage, but you still enjoy the environment. Hey, we got to boost up. You know what I'm saying? The fan motivation around here. And that is definitely one way to get it done. Climate Pledge Arena. Hey, get your staff on this. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple celebrities out here. I mean, who we got left in Seattle that's a celebrity that could be in a suite?
I don't know about a lot of those celebrities, but you know what? There's a couple right here on the screen that would be perfectly taking a sweet
stage fright.
We could promote your business if you got a couple extra out there.
Okay, yeah.
You know, throw us up there. We'll go shout out the Kraken and have a good time down at Climate Pledge Arena. Even if Climate Pledge Arena wants to get, a couple celebrities to come hang out with us, a couple, novice amateurs, whatever you want to call us, we could go kick it too. We'll throw some shit up here for everybody. Hey, we're down. Just give us a call. We'll make it. We'll make arrangements.
Got to have an inspired fan experience. I even did a little bit of homie investigation on my own with this situation. Come to find out, there has been a history of these style shenanigans popping off in sports venues. Baseball is notorious, as you might be able to imagine.
Baseball is always a good for
NASCAR infield, as you could imagine, is extremely notorious for this. And believe it or not, okay, soccer over there in Europe, I couldn't even imagine, because if you see what the soccer stadium looks like and how rowdy they look like, they're
sitting on each other's lap. It's not like a Major League Baseball stadium or NFL stadium. They're like,
in soccer, they're standing the whole time. So imagine, okay, look. Y'all get what I'm saying. I done painted the picture for y'all. This theater of the mind. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all nasty bastards. I know what y'all thinking. Okay, but look it. Fans go to they pay their ticket to get in, and it allows them to take certain liberties if the capacity is not full, apparently.
Wow. So it's all popping off at stadiums. I always see the baseball ones. You don't hear a lot about NFL ones too. Philadelphia Eagles, the restroom incidents. There's always
the Cowboys. The Cowboys
Stadium. There's always going on.
Cowboys bathroom. I do remember hearing about that one.
Yeah, nowadays you ain't getting away with nothing. There's cell phones in every damn hand, bruh.
The phones, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think these people who are in these states of mind after tailgating and everything that's involved in that, and then get into the game and get a little amorous, get a little randy, okay? I don't think they necessarily care if it's cell phone footage of them floating around. That's just how they get down.
Cuts back on security cameras that they don't need to pay for and install, because everybody has a damn cell phone these days. One way or another, it's going to pop up and show up on the internet. The good old internet.
They do not care at all, because clearly they ain't thinking about being kicked out or nothing. They're like, look, this is how we live on the edge.
The freaking last 2 months, I've missed too many damn UFC fights and pay-per-views and all that bullshit. Looking forward to the new gig, get back in the swing of things. I can get homie to come kick it at the crib, since he's not scared to be hanging out with people anymore. He's going to Cabo and leaving the.
I ain't gonna be next to nobody. Believe that.
He's leaving the country. Hopefully, he'll make it back in one piece with some new meds too. Make a few calls down to Mexico for you, homie. But UFC is back finally Friday, or free fight night on Saturday night. Speaking of the ESPN you talked about earlier, they'll be on ESPN at I think 4 o'clock. No, 4 o'clock our time.
Okay.
But anyways, another one of those streaming things. Everything else is on ESPN Plus, which I'm not a big fan of. We've heard stories. We've talked about them on here with the streaming services. But anyways, so UFC's back this year. Going to be a great year. They're always put on a show. So we're going to get into that. Right, homie? I know it's been a couple years. I'm still working on you. You're starting to get your feet wet a little bit. So, but what do you got about?
Put some shoes on, bro. Just put some shoes on, man. I mean, look, I'm gonna tell.
It's a new day. It's a new age, brother. They're not back in the Mark Coleman days, brother.
Here's what's okay. So now I have another beef. I told you they're not getting money. Okay, so for whatever reason, dude is like jerking them around for the bread. Now you got this other dude who is, I don't even know where he comes from. This dude, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, one of them. I know somebody's last name is Paul. And he is boxing out and beating the hell out of all your fighters and talking shit to you specifically because you don't pay your guys when he can come through and certified, get a paycheck for your guys. Okay, so the business model is unethical. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't like that because we know in the 4 major sports, everybody looks up and say all of them is overpaid. Even if you the 12th guy on the NBA bench, you the 52nd man in the NFL lineup, the kicker, or if you're on the roster of a baseball squad, everybody, we ain't got no problem saying everybody is paid. These dudes is out here getting their ass kicked. And I mean, I'm talking about the rawest way. I ain't talking about with a whole lot of rules.
You want to make money? You better put in the work. You better be good.
and get a kick to the face.
And you better keep fighting. It's a longevity.
Keep your teeth in your mouth.
It's you. Hey, not all those fighters don't get paid, brother. They do get paid. You don't hear about the offside, even though they can't have sponsors.
Okay. This is what I would. This is
to get that money. They still get money.
Yeah, I just thought of something.
I'm not saying that they all are, but a lot of them are getting paid a lot more than what people think they're getting paid.
Okay. Well, okay. So this is what I'm gonna lay on the homie investigative team's desk later on today, and we're gonna damn find out. I want to know. Do the average UFC joker who's out here getting his friggin' teeth kicked in get paid as much as the average WWE superstar? Okay, that's what I want to know. If Vince is paying these dudes more than this guy for really legitimately getting kneed in the jaws, okay, then I'm completely against it, bro. I'm completely against it if Vince is paying these dudes more than them. I'm telling you right now. I mean, it's cool. I like it's a little bit too graphic for me, you know what I'm saying? But if on principle, if Vince is paying these dudes more than that, bro, I can't even fuck with it like that. On principle.
Average WWE roster versus an average UFC roster.
That's what I want to know. We're gonna find that out, and it'll be Twitter, hey. At the anonymous big homie _anonymous Stix, hit him up. The hashtag is popping. You'll see it.
I like it. Let's figure that out. You got anything on the NBA before we get into real super wild card weekend excitement talk that we got going on, brother? Because we got a lot of things to say about the NFL. Those fucking, speaking of WWE writers, those motherfucking writers in the NFL, we got some stuff to say. So what do you got about the NBA, my dog?
Hell yeah, I got something on the NBA. I ain't got nothing on the NBA. There's nothing. You know how I always say that I got 60 seconds on the NBA.
You ain't got 60?
I ain't even got 60 seconds on that damn shit this week, bro. Klay Thompson came back, man. Balled the hell out, man. He only played like 18 minutes in his first game. We alluded to that last week that he was coming back. He played on Sunday. 17 points in 20 minutes. Okay, yeah. All right, he looked fly. He looked spry. He looked like he was bouncing. He had the stroke, of course. All right. Next game, he only had 14 points. I mean, it is what it is. It's the NBA. I mean, I don't even know.
60 seconds or less. That's all we need.
There's nothing going on there. There's nothing to see here, people. But this is the NFL, baby.
Woo, wild card. Super. There you go.
Wild card weekend. Oh,
almost screwed up your mojo.
Extended weekend. You know why it's super, baby? Because we got a standalone prime time game on Monday. Boy, doesn't the NFL know how to cook, don't they? Last week, you were the man who pointed out that Monday night game that there only features one game being played has to be a 4 and a 5. Didn't you say that? And I said, you know what? It's got to be a premium matchup. It's got to be something that the nation cares about you're talking about that. And guess what the hell they did? They stacked up a 4 and a 5, and they put Rams house. Whose house? Rams house on display versus these sorry little Redbirds from Arizona.
They put them on display, or they put them in the firing range, dog.
On a rotisserie. Okay, you ever see them birds when you go to Costco? Or
no, I'm talking about your Rams in the firing hole, bro.
Hey, look. Hey, there's a whole bunch of stuff going off. We calling up people that retired from the squad 2 years ago to come back and play starting safety for. He stays healthy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Eric. I know Eric Weddle from when he played for the Chargers when I didn't fool with him. I'm sure he was a lot spry and he hit like a champ back in the day. Now, I mean, what is he going to bring? Except for the fact that he's a signal caller. He's a safety. So he already knows the scheme and he can call the signals. That's it. Because they tried to have Jalen Ramsey call signals.
Played in 3 years, homie.
It's only been 2 years. It's only been 2 years. Or 2 seasons, we should say. But yeah, there's not a different game if you run the same scheme. So he's calling plays, getting everybody lined up, and he's playing safety. He's not playing linebacker. Okay, how many hits is he going to really be involved in? He just needs to position himself to make tackles and make tackles on who? AJ Green? Come on, baby. Hey, come on, baby.
Can Fitzgerald come out of retirement now too, though?
Everybody, you could sign random cats. I don't know how this works. You just have a playoff roster, I'm assuming, because when I heard that, I was like, what the hell? We just dug up bones of Eric Weddle and was like, yo, let's hang this new uniform on it.
All right, before we get into games, what else we got to go over here, brother?
I mean, we could take it wherever you want, man. I mean, look at. I haven't look, at the beginning of this season, we did one thing. We know what happened in last week, and we can get into that. But we made predictions at the beginning of this season, man. Okay. And at the beginning of this season, we made playoff picks for the AFC and the NFC, who we thought would be in, which, okay, we now know who is in. But we're going to remind you guys who we had, because I love shit like this. Who we had, who ain't it?
And yep, we have to make sure that we put it out there for everybody. We real, you say it. We've always said we're real.
Okay, so here's the rundown. In the AFC, we'll start with the AFC, and I'm going to start with your picks. Your picks, you had Tennessee, Buffalo, Cleveland, and this is not in any divisional order for the record. These are just making it in. Cleveland, Kansas City, Miami, Indianapolis, Cincinnati. Good damn call, okay? In the NFC, you had Tampa Bay, WFTs, Green Bay, Seattle,
Homer pick,
Rams house, Arizona, New Orleans. Okay. I took for the AFC, we'll go back to the AFC, start from the top. Tennessee, Buffalo, Kansas City, Cleveland, Miami, Those were all the same, picked by both of us. Where I veered off, Baltimore, Denver. Okay. NFC, Big Homie Select, Tampa Bay, WFTs, Green Bay. Those were consensus picks by both of us. Rams, consensus pick by both of us. I had 49ers, Dallas, and New Orleans was also a consensus pick. That's easy for us to say then because we had a lot of information to go with. Okay. And I'm pretty sure we made those in the preseason, before the preseason. Okay. We were just getting lathered up.
Those were definitely preseason picks because we wanted to make sure we went and revisited it after the season to see how we did.
We were just getting lathered up. Knowing what we know now, we're going to get into this. But I like to start with a little bit of shenanigans, though. I want you to tell me, and we're going to give y'all, what is your most surprising out? What team did you have on that list that's shocked you that they are not in?
The most surprising pick off of looking back from when I picked these, from what I know.
You could do AFC, NFC if you want to. You could do two of them if you feel like you want to.
Because from what I picked then, but from what I picked then, there's kind of two scenarios. Okay, let's start with the AFC. The most surprising pick that I picked that didn't make it. By the way, the AFC picks for myself was 4-3. Homies was 3-4.
Man, why are you bringing up bullshit?
If you guys couldn't figure that out. And then the NFC, my picks were 4-3, but homies were 5-2. Hey. So combined between the both of them, we were both 8-6.
Same record.
So same record. But to go back to your question, homie, for the AFC, if I didn't know what I know now, Cleveland would still be my surprise pick with the
what you know right now.
What I know right now.
Yeah, why are you the team that you're most shocked that they didn't make?
I'll tell you. Because Indy, I really didn't believe in the whole time because I didn't know what Carson Wentz was. And throughout the season, as they started playing, I thought they were a lock to beat Jacksonville and get in no matter what, right? Okay. But the shocking part, I think, would really be Cleveland because of their offense that they carried and even their defense with Myles Garrett being the Aaron Donald of the AFC. So I would believe Cleveland is probably my surprise pick that didn't get in the AFC. And then, of course, I have to go with my Seahawks in the NFC. I did not see their defense playing so terribly, and the offense would, lose Russ, but still not have a running game. And then until the last 5 games when they didn't play anybody that really was any good. And then Rashad Penny showed out like we talked about on Sunday. But yeah, I would just have to go with Cleveland and Seattle for those 2 picks. To be honest, I think Indy, I just had a good feeling about Indy. I really didn't know what they really had in their arsenal and what they could be. Who knew Jonathan Taylor was going to run for damn near 2,000 yards, right?
Nobody.
So
not even me.
Mean, I liked Indy out of the rest of the division, I guess, to be able to the best of the AFC to get in one way or another.
So out of your picks, you probably say you're most shocked by Indy not making it. I like that. I mean, clearly there's a lot of options. For me. You got New Orleans. We both selected New Orleans. Why was Alvin Kamara not there balling out this year? I mean, we know Jameis took an injury.
Yeah, I think it'd be a different ball game if they had Jameis all year after the way he started.
Look at how they started. Exactly.
You could utilize Kamara a little better that way.
Yeah. So, but I mean, when you got injury situations involved, you got to go, okay, well, I mean, I guess I'm not too surprised when you take a loss. Speaking of injuries, okay. You got WFT, first off, before we even get started, Fitzpatrick don't play. He was supposed to be the starting quarterback.
Did he even last a game?
He didn't play a game.
He got hurt in preseason?
He didn't play a game. This whole thing happened, I'm almost positive. Okay. And I don't give a damn if you do quote me. I don't think dude played a game. Okay. So that was just all wrong. And then later on, Chase Young has an injury, so everything just went wrong for them. Okay. Shoot. My sole reason for even having Denver on this list was because if you remember, your boy was heated up, simmering. Thought for sure Aaron Rodgers was coming, boy. I thought Aaron Rodgers was coming. That's the only reason I even put Denver down there. I mean, Baltimore, maybe you could be surprised by them, but because they lost their whole secondary and like before they even started playing preseason. Well, they were playing preseason, I think in week 2 or something preseason. All of a sudden, they don't got Marcus Peters. They don't got their other big dog, Humphreys, I believe the dude's name is. And then later on, of course, we got all the running backs fell off, and then Lamar falls off. So, I mean, you could say you're surprised by that, after the turnout. I mean, Miami. I mean, I don't know how I selected Miami, but I don't know why I was. I don't know. Two is just not right. So the biggest surprise it has got to be the Browns, bro. I mean, they were just in the playoffs. I mean, what happened to the two-headed monster in the running back situation? You started off the season with Odell Beckham. You know what I'm saying? Jarvis Landry. You know what I'm saying? You had Peoples and Jones. You know what I'm saying? And you got this defense with Myles Garrett. Okay. And they clearly can protect a quarterback because they got, well, I don't know. Maybe there's a problem between, run blocking versus pass blocking, but they got a good old line. They had all of the makings. Okay. They had all the makings. Baker even tried to force himself to play hurt through the season. I don't know what he thought he was going to do after he did get hurt. But then, man, Cleveland has got to be the most disappointing team for me that didn't make it, man, because I've had them winning the division. I had Baltimore sitting behind them getting in a wild card situation. I'm sure Rudy would attest to that, too, if he was here. Shout out.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's 100% agree with Cleveland. And back to your Washington football team, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he did start week 1.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, he was 3 for 6.
Okay.
Well, with 13
I guess
yards.
his sliding down the water slide or whatever he got caught, where reports were that he got caught doing, he got injured at a water park or something after it didn't kick in until after that first game.
Until after then. But hey, we'll take 8 and 6 a piece because that would have been plus money all the way around if we would have threw that out there at the beginning of the season, no doubt.
Yes, sir. So I mean, and now let's move forward. Now that we have made a fool out of ourselves by picking some of these other geniuses that didn't turn out, how did everything turn out? Week 18, first ever, was a mug, wasn't it, bro? Week 18 was a mug. They were cooking. The pencils were, I'm talking about, they sharpened them pencils over and over. They were down to the nubs with the stuff that they was writing up.
And we told you, and I quote, Week 18, complete fuckery. And it did not disappoint. My God. We were talking, didn't we do the show on Sunday during the game? And we were talking about Sunday night, how the game was going to go into overtime and
possibility for the tie.
Yeah. The tie possibility.
They both get in.
And it has to happen. And wow. I mean,
man, hey, look, let's park the car right. Let's park the car right there. Look. Okay. So Raiders, Chargers, last game to sew everything up. This whole big, huge tapestry is sewn up and ends with this one game. Raiders come out smoking, boy. They on fire, lighting it up. I'm going, oh, shit, here we go.
Yeah.
Man, and the Chargers do what they always do. I hope you didn't bet on them, and I hope you didn't bet against them because you probably lost both ways. That's just how it works with them. And dude, this dude, Brandon Staley, man, I mean, somebody need to charge him with something, because if he didn't have Herbert and those drives and him completing all of those fourths. Now, I mean, in those situations when you have to go for it on fourth, I don't count those. Those
Right.
aren't
Those
smart
don't
decisions
work
by
towards
you.
the analytics. That doesn't tell you those give you could go for it or not when you have to.
Exactly. You're trying to get into the game. You're trying to make this comeback. Okay. But what we still trying to manage and measure is, are you a good coach? And it boiled down to them coming down and in position to complete this comeback. This dude calls a timeout with 30 seconds left to allow the Raiders to run it out so they can kick. Bro, that's just a bad coaching spot. So this just compounds with all of the fourth down situations when they lost to the Chiefs because he went for it on fourth at the end, and all of this. The fourth down situation has been a storyline with the Chiefs all year, and that shit, sure enough. I mean, this game, it didn't come back and bite him in the ass in this game specifically because young Herb just kept getting it. He just kept making it happen. But when it came down to him making a coaching decision, he messed it up because he could have missed. I mean, it would have been a far shot in the ass, okay, but he could have gotten the ball back. You know what I'm saying? And they could have went to OT. They could have went to OT, but he called a timeout, which allowed for the Raiders to just kneel it out. And then here come trotting out Dan Carlson, and that kick sent your ass home till next season. That was
They did
a
go to
bad
OT.
look. Oh, I'm sorry. In the OT.
In the OT. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I think they did go to OT.
Yeah, because they tried to make it close. They were, and did you see the clip of young Herb that they got on the sidelines of him going, "Oh, I need." You can see him mouth, "Oh, I need a tie so bad right now."
I'll take a tie. I need a tie.
Yeah, something like this. And I'm like, wow, bro.
Yeah, it was. What else?
Screwed him.
It was. What was there? Was it in the fourth quarter or the third quarter? Because we were doing the podcast on Sunday night, but didn't Staley go for it on like fourth and 2 or 3 yards with like on the 20-yard line where he could have put up points early?
Oh, of course, yeah, he had a couple of those. Oh, excuse me, in those situations where putting points up, he'd rather not get the points and go for it. You know what I'm saying? In a situation where you could definitely pull your kicker out there and take this certified 3. That's been the story all year.
You know how I feel about kickers, though.
Kickers are going to be non-existent, bro. I mean, if they keep doing this, if this becomes more of a trend because of analytics, which ain't nothing but a bunch of numbers floating around in your head, you know what I mean? That doesn't give you no game feel. Clearly, he'd have forgot the old school coach's move of don't take points off the board. Take the points.
Speaking of going for it on fourth down, did Georgia, that's what I remember too. Didn't Georgia go for it on fourth and like 2 on their own 20-yard line on Monday night in the third or fourth quarter as well?
When that one back-breaking drive, when they got that.
Yeah, when they actually ended up taking the lead or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, ballsy. I don't know how that works with the new. I mean, like you said, it's a new. I mean, if this trend keeps up, the kickers are going to be fairly non-existent.
Yeah, it's just going to be all bad, and that's why you got. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about coaching and back of coaching. You see, last Monday we hit this past Monday. Everybody hit the unemployment line. Okay, all the names you would expect. I mean, we don't really need to go over them, but I mean, you know who it is. I mean. You know, Vic Fangio, Nagy, who the name's been on the top of the list forever. Judge, you figured he was going to be out because he was talking too big. Brian Flores, I think that was a huge surprise by everybody because, not to forget, even though the Dolphins started off looking like ass, they won 7 straight at the end. So I thought that was a complete shock. And then Mike Zimmer, I thought that was a shock too. But see, you look at this. Both of those dudes, I mean, how many dudes on this list are defensive guys? And what did I say last week? These defensive coaches is going to go by the wayside, man. You making these bad decisions, putting your team in bad spots because you're not offensive minded. You're not thinking about the points on the board. You're thinking about the points on the other side of the board. You know what I'm saying? It ain't right.
But now you just kind of got to put your foot in your mouth there, homie, because he said defensive side of the ball, coaches aren't working, but you don't want them to go offensive minded and put points on the board and go for it on fourth in a way.
No, I ain't talking
Is
about
that-
no. Those are situation. That's situation. For going for it on fourth down in your area is not necessarily the smartest thing to do. If you're outside the 35s or outside the 40s and you still going for it on fourth on the strength, okay, or if you're going for it on, I don't know, it's all situational, because if you're going for it inside your opponent's territory and you're well within field goal range and you go for it, and of course it's all bad when you don't get it. When you do get it, you're good, okay, but when you don't get it, and that would have been a surefire 3 points, that's just going to cost you. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thing that's just going to cost you. But when I talk about coaching for offensive minds, I'm talking about the flow of the game. Like I talked to you about Pete. He don't have, whoever the offensive coordinator is, need to be a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, new school with what they're trying to do, because they're not fooling nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing when I talk about the offensive versus defense.
Yeah, and the thing is too, because two things about that, homie. What does it say? 10 years ago, no matter any chance you got to get points on the board, they would attempt to take those points. Field goal wise, right? Now you can't trust these fucking field goal kickers to kick a extra point, let alone a field goal. However, back to the Seahawks and the game plan that they play. Your boy who came up from your Rams, Waldron, and the plays that they're calling are not as consistent, and they're not working as well as they did in Los Angeles, because of the fact that
is that personnel or what?
The personnel, they just don't. I mean, you called it out. Didn't you call it out a couple weeks ago, homie, where you're like, hey, get that quick screen to DK or Tyler Lockett. They've done the Tyler Lockett one before. That seems to work. They tried to do the DK one on Sunday, I believe, if I remember correctly.
I think I saw it too.
And it did not work.
No.
So it could be the personnel and the way that they're running things, because that same offensive scheme that Pete and everybody in Seattle thought was going to work is not working the way that it worked in the LAR, in my opinion. It doesn't, not even in my opinion, it just, the facts show it does not.
Yeah, for sure. I think DK, I mean, they got to do something and diversify his route tree, because everything can't just be, you know what I'm saying, fade, streak, fly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That same play don't work all the time. You know what I'm saying? No. So, I mean, can I get a cross? You can't just run posts and run corners constantly, even though for whatever reason, if he's throwing that shit to Tyler Lockett, that shit works.
Hey, the 25 on one works all the time to Tyler Lockett. You guys see me post that all the time. 25 on bomb works every damn time.
As big as dude is, I would think that he wouldn't have no problem running some of the same routes that these tight ends be running and trucking some of these linebackers. But I think he's a little too got all of those muscles, but he's scared to get popped. You know what I'm saying? But all of these tight ends is out here eating and making a name for themselves, and he's the size of them.
All right, let's get into it. We got some games to talk about, but let's get through these last three things real quick. Russell Wilson. Yeah. 113 wins, winning his quarterback in first 10 seasons, including playoffs. So shout out to Russ and you all you Seahawks fans out there want Russ gone. Come on, quit playing. That ain't happening. Russ and Pete one more year.
Until he's gone.
Manny Cast curse goes undefeated. Aaron Rodgers was on the last one, baby. And look what happens. They got beat in the final game of the season. And this is the word on the street. And how dope would this be, dog? First of all, I don't know how I'm going to watch, because it's a streaming Amazon.
Here we go. This is more of that media news. I forgot about this because I meant to talk about this up there with the other media news. Go ahead.
Yep. Amazon eyeing Marshawn Lynch for Thursday Night Football studio show.
Is it going to be a cast, or is he going to be Louis Riddick?
Who knows?
Is he the color guy? I mean, not the colored guy, but the color guy. You get what I'm saying? He's the sidekick.
Get Marshawn Lynch and Snoop Dogg on that bad boy. and I will find a way to stream that motherfucker, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, that is the new visual experience. To be honest, I forgot to even tell you. I heard word on the street was Fox put Ed Orgeron on his own watch situation for the national championship game. I didn't know nothing about it. I missed
I would have
it.
watched that.
I would love to see. This is like I'm sitting up here watching the Water Boy watch the national championship, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth, though.
I would have loved that more than I like the Jimbo situation, but I ain't seen it. I'm probably gonna try to find some clips at some point and check that out because I heard that he is the feature of their national championship sideshow cast. I don't know how it went because I haven't heard nothing about it, but I heard he was there and it was live.
Wow, that would have been fire. All right. Well, let's talk about some of these games since we only got 7 to talk about. So before we get into that, though, have to give you the final betting numbers from this guy named Dave Tooley at View from Vegas on Twitter. Favorites went 167 and 99 and 1 in straight up games, 5 pick'ems. The underdogs led 139, 125 and 3 against the spread, 52%. Home teams were 136 and 132 and 1 straight up. Road teams lead 140 to 126 and 3 against the spread, 52%. Unders went 146, 124 and 2, 54%. And then the primetime under prevailed after, 9-0 by the overs in the first start of the first 3 weeks, 29, 24 and 1 in the unders. So my point to this is when you only have a 50% area, that means the whole year was complete fuckery, as we talked about the whole year. So,
well, they say 52% is professional. So if you would have played every road dog blind ATS, I mean, 52% is money.
There were no leads to get you there though, because it was all flippy floppy throughout the year. So because we were on the over trend, then we hit on the under.
No, that's you. That's you. Don't lie. Don't put me in that. I think rationally. I think universally. You say your ass is dead set, eyes wide open, or eyes wide shut. You just
you ain't wrong, dog. You ain't wrong. Hey, I would have took my 48%. All right, 48%. I would have took my 48% all day.
I love to know how much bread that would have amounted to.
Your ass keeps talking me into those stupid underplays, and every time I pick an under, we go bankrupt. Like in Monopoly, we hit the do not pass go directly to jail, dog.
We didn't hit the last 2 though.
That's right,
shit. Yeah, both of them. If the under leg of the parlay came down. So yeah, man. But yeah, it's been wild because we were looking at the ATSs as we were going through. I think we looked at it like maybe 4 or 5 weeks back, and we were like, damn, where the hell Detroit come from? You know what I'm saying? Biting kneecaps. You know what I mean? Playing hard. Yeah. I love it, man. So, yeah, man, there's a lot going on. But, I mean, when we looked at it, everything kind of turned out how it was supposed to for the most part. Because just as simply as we had to make excuses for those teams that we selected a minute ago, there were some teams that made it in that we were not thinking were going to make it in. And now the super wild card is set, baby. It is set. So we're looking at 2 Saturday games, and it's going down. The first slated game is Raiders Bengals. Okay, 1 o'clock on a Saturday. Then you got the Patriots Bills following them up. Sunday trifecta. Eagles Bucks, 49ers Cowboys, Steelers Chiefs. And then we already talked about the standalone Monday game. Okay, so knowing who's in there. Now let me reverse the script for you real quick. I'm gonna back the car up and park on your yard.
Let's go. Better not have any bad exhaust.
Who is now your most surprising team that made it in that you did not suspect?
Steelers, 100%.
That's easy. Come on, man. That's easy.
Niners, they're trash.
I hate them boys. See, it's always a lot of characters.
I apologize to my boy Jacob Campbell. I apologize.
Man, me apologizing to 49ers fan, man. They obnoxious, bro. I can't stand them, man. They think they just, I don't even know. I think
they're in our
I'm
division,
telling you,
so you can't give them that much love, right?
No. They got and they ain't done nothing since Joe Montana left, and they just been living off of Joe Montana, and I ain't trying to hear that because I was scarred by that decade.
You have to be surprised by the Raiders after the controversy they went through.
There we go.
You know, you have to be surprised by them.
That's it. That's the guys, bro. For me, that's the guys. I mean, you talk about everything. Come on, everything that went on, man. We starting from.
It started last year.
I mean,
with Josh Jacobs wrapping his car around the fucking telephone pole after leaving Topgolf.
And the Antonio Brown situation. We see how that materialized. So then you got, you know what I'm saying, Gruden gets caught up in the WFT situation. Henry Ruggs in jail, you know what I mean, for driving like a nutcase, killing a woman and her pet. You got another cat flashing heavyweight weapons, you know what I'm saying, on social media and talking shit like he's going to smoke somebody. That's wild. Another cat, he just got expurgated from the team as well in the last 2 weeks. Hobbs. Yeah, I think, I'm almost pretty sure it's Hobbs. Okay, and so your sideshow coach, which is a special teams guy. See, there's something about these special teams guys who get elevated to coach too, because they're on it, bro. I'm telling you, young Harbaugh, he's an old school special teams coach. I can't remember Raheem Morris, who is our D coordinator right now. He was a special teams guy in Tampa Bay during the Dungy eras and all of that back in the day. So these dudes are on it. To come through after all of that, Derek Carr has been going. You know what I'm saying? He's been nonstop. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, he's got to be the guy, bro, for me. I mean, or that team has got to be the most surprising get in, especially with that buildup of stuff going on. Pittsburgh is easy for me to say, and I'm sure a lot of people, would be a lot of votes coming in for the Bengals too, because the Bengals didn't come up on a lot of people maps.
Except for this guy, we were on it. Here.
Yeah, we've been on it since last year, bro. Even when he took an L last year, we was ready. Or no. Before he took the L last year, we were ready. It just didn't happen right off the rip. And then you add them weapons, man. Come on, man. So but Vegas definitely is the most surprising end for me. And to be honest, man, I hope they, even though it's with the Bengals, I hope they come out and show some real heart, man, and give the Bengals a good run, man. I'd love to see a good game with them cats.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good game. The line's at 6.5, Cincinnati. I got to shout out my boy John Sandlin. I was texting him this weekend over some other stuff, and then we started talking about sports a little bit because he's a big sports guy just like us. And he gave us a fun fact I told him I was going to use if he was okay with it, because he's a huge Cincinnati Bengals fan, and he said, yes, sir, do it. Bengals team first time in 32 years where they could actually win a playoff game that he believes. So
what? Come on, they could have won playoffs with Carson Palmer, TJ Houshmandzadeh, Chad Ochocinco. I can't remember who the running back was. They had a decent running back then. They could have won. They didn't win one.
You can't forget. We all know who he is. What the hell's his name?
I forget, bro. Man, I can't remember. I got way too many useless sports facts in my brain jumbled around, man. I can't remember everything.
The dance, dog. The dance.
You talking about Icky Woods?
You talking about
Icky Woods? That's going back to damn Boomer Esiason and
that's right.
And
but hey,
Whites
anyways,
and all that.
Cincinnati Bengals, dog. I mean, do you think the Raiders are just depleted after the year that they've put out there?
No,
I mean,
not at all.
No, you just think it's
not even a little bit. They keep fighting. They're like the Lions. They're like a better version of the Lions. They don't stop fighting. And Derek Carr, if you look at his PFF, he is top 10. Like, he's a big dog heavyweight out here, even though the record don't look like it. So I expect for them dudes to give up a fight. I'm gonna have their defense is gonna have some serious problems on their hand. I'll tell you that damn much right now. But I would have this game a whole lot closer than 6.5. To be honest with you, even before all of that. So, I mean, I mean, to be honest, this is a dog situation for me, baby, and I would feel happy about it.
Well, you know how I feel about the underdogs. I mean, I think that this is one of what's that?
I gotta have the points though, not straight up. I mean, not straight up. I need them. I need that touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to get it up a little bit. Just a touchdown would be safe, because you know what happens if a team gets up by 13 with 2 minutes left, right?
Yep. Easy.
I think this is a great game to look at props, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if both these quarterbacks throw for over 280-ish.
Third and Renfro, baby.
Third and Renfro.
Hey, if you're looking for some props, bro, third and Renfro is gonna make sure you're straight, bro. That's it. That's one of those guarantees, like Cooper Kupp, man. I'm telling you, Tyreek Hill. You're gonna see a lot of what is happening with these games is gonna materialize just like it's supposed to. So just don't start getting sketchy with what y'all thinking out there and start making maneuvers because somebody special's got it. Oh, Big Ben is in there. Big Ben's gonna do something because Juju Smith-Schuster is back. Man, don't fool yourself. Hey, keep your money in your damn wallet if that's the case.
Can't disagree with you there, but what do you think about the 0 degree, another just like a Monday night game that they had a few weeks ago, New England at Buffalo?
This is gonna be great,
line?
bro.
I think the last line I saw was Buffalo -4. You know, first of all, before we don't even have to talk about the over-unders in any of these games, because you already know it's
under,
over.
This game too.
Except
this
for
is
this
dead
game.
under. That's what I'm about to say. You better correct yourself.
Except for this game, because it is going to be 0 degrees. Who knows what the hell is going to happen out there? But this is an interesting concept because the third time they played this year, right? And we talked about this the other day. Nobody wants to see New England and Buffalo play in 0 degree weather. Right?
Nobody wants to see them play, period.
Yeah, that too. Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Wants to see them play, period, except and end in 0 degree weather. So this might be one of those, I don't know.
If you look at the previous two matchups, since you brought it up, it's the tale of two cities. In the last matchup, it was 33-21 Bills. In the matchup before that, it was 14-10 Patriots. The first one, I think, is a little bit more of what I would expect to happen. I don't know. I can't remember what happened in that, week 15 or 16 one where both of them were scoring. But 14-10 is a little bit more of what I would expect because I watched this dude, Josh Allen, man, and he went from that year lighting it up to like his light up is like a slow candle. You know what I'm saying? It's like here or there. And at the end of the games, he only lights it up against whack ass teams. And some of these teams are putting him to the test. And Stephon Diggs ain't there like he was all the time. And Dawson Knox ain't always available like that. And they still ain't got no running game they really accounting for. And they really gonna make some dust. So I don't know, man. Bill Belichick only needs 2 games worth of tape on you.
I know, and that's the thing is their running game scares me a lot actually because Devin Montgomery and Zach Moss, 2 quality running backs that you have.
You talking about Singletary?
Or Singletary, yeah.
I get them 2 mixed up too.
Yeah, Singletary and Moss, the 2 running backs that you have are solid running backs, but you just don't utilize them the right way, and they can't get any yards. So if they had a solid running game, especially in this, I mean, Belichick, like you said, he just schemes for the team. You don't want to play him 3 times in a year. The line, what do we have, 4?
Yeah, I would make it a 4.5. So Vegas, I would take
New England in the plus money in this, even though both of us, I believe, we decided and we agreed that we would take Buffalo as the AFC champs at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, Buffalo. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Buffalo and the Rams, man.
Yeah, I would have agreed with you wholeheartedly. It's scary how much we agree sometimes, but
I think you be biting what I be saying though.
I do bite on a lot of shit that you say. I think about that.
I mean, I gotta bring you some game theory and logic sometimes.
No, because you don't have any logic behind half of it because I just proved the point that the overs are better than the unders.
Until you read them stats earlier, and they all said that the under was predominant.
I know,
Okay,
yeah. But hey, sometimes I gotta toot my own horn. At least I get something right every once in a while.
That coin be flipping over fast in these episodes, don't they?
I'm telling you, I wasn't fucking around the other day.
I damn agree with myself and disagree with myself within
At the
15
same
minutes.
damn time.
You know what I'm saying? And be animated about it both times. What?
Hey, I do have one I will go to my grave with.
What's that?
Czechoslovakia, bro.
What?
They are Czechoslovakia.
Since when? 1992?
That they are still Czechoslovakia in my book. Because I will never forget Czechoslovakia.
In your personal record book.
In my personal record book. So
shout out to Czechoslovakia, dog. Hey, y'all need to get reunited. Get reunited. If you missed
that episode,
he missed the glory days of y'all. Y'all can't be apart like this. Y'all need to reunite. You know what I'm saying? For the old school days. You got to remember the 90s. Czechoslovakia.
Man.
Baby, those beautiful times. While we at it, let's go back to being one Korea too. We don't need this North and South business. You know what I'm saying? And while we at it, hey, let's go back to, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having all that, let's just go back to having USSR. We don't need Ukraine. We don't need.
I've been trapped in a world of retail for 20 something years.
Go back to having
I don't know
East Germany. Yo, bro, you ain't looked at a damn map since we was in school, bro. Clearly.
Clearly. You have to give your brother some love here and just, let him slide off into the sunset here.
I appreciate that because the only way that I know that some of these countries either don't exist or now is called something else when the damn Olympics come, bro.
True.
That's the only fucking time I go, what the hell all these damn flags come from? I swear it was only like 40 countries out here. Now we got 150 people marching up in here. Because, this is a break off of some old country that used to be called this. And now, matter of fact, Yugoslavia is 3 countries, bro. Don't forget about that.
That's where I get all my knowledge from, except now they're going to be on it 3 a.m. Actually, might work out well for me because then I could adapt my sleep schedule because I have to work at 6 a.m. It seems like that's going to be the story.
Just get up earlier?
Fuck yeah, dog. I can start.
Watch it while you're getting ready.
Get the notes started early. I like it. All right. So what do we got? What do we got for Sunday? We got some Sunday matchups.
This was the first game. This is the first game that I wanted to target right away. Because as soon as I saw the seeding, I was like, okay, so what's up with this game? Because is there a chance? Okay, because we know what's going on with Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And going up against the Eagles. Now, the Eagles is feeling themselves young, hot shit on the streets.
Okay. Healthy?
Yeah. Sirianni was just saying earlier that he's good to go and his best he's looked all year.
I like it.
So he said he's ready. Now, Tampa Bay, we know they got, their stories of what's going on in Zion Herald, what's going on. But I wanted to see what the number was to see if there was an edge because I've pretty much had Tampa Bay and Green Bay 1 and 2, give or take, as the number 1 team all year round. Philly, I would make this damn thing an 8. At first, when I first texted you, I could have swore it was like 6. Now it's to 8.5. So now it's right where I would have it.
Yeah.
So there's no edge. I'm telling you, man, there ain't gonna be no edges out here in these streets for you to do. You just gonna have to play what you're gonna play and feel comfortable. But like I said, with that 8, I would have to, again, beautiful situation. Give me that 8.5, dog or pass.
In the playoffs, I would agree with you, homie. I'd take the 8.5 all day. You don't know what's going on in Tampa Bay. They're getting their defense healthy. Levante David back.
Sherman's done.
Sherman's done.
I mean, he was already done, but yeah.
Yeah. Played a whopping game with them. But this is one of with Jalen Hurts, he could change the game, I believe, with his first playoff game, healthy, running around a little bit, make a couple broken plays, get a couple first downs. Philly's there and they've had kind of an up and down season, but whatever Nick Sirianni is giving these boys in the locker room, and words of wisdom is coming out. And their defense hasn't been that bad. I wish I had the numbers in front of me.
No, they've been pretty good.
But we'll see. I mean,
the problem I think is that the Eagles play directly into the strength of Tampa Bay. It's the run defense, and that's just what Philly's good at. Philly's got like 3 dudes back there that you never heard of. Okay, and they've been balling out. Well, you know Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders, yeah.
They got a new name, Gainwell, and Bart Scott. You know everybody knows not Bart Scott, Boston Scott. There you go. So they got 3 dudes back there, and they all been kind of eating. Not to mention Jalen Hurts is back there. So that's just how they set everything up to get to Goddard and then to Devontae. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because after Devontae, they don't have a receiver.
I mean, none of them can catch. They got them. They just out there, but they ain't catching.
And they can't catch.
So they got problems outside of that. So that's my only concern. But I still think Philly can do enough ball control. I mean, if they win, I mean, hey, but they ain't gonna win. Just give me the 8.5 points and let me get some bread.
Yeah, I'll take 8.5. I'll take 9.
Tom Brady's not gonna light it up. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been lighting it up since he lost these guys, right? Yeah. So then none of these last couple games, well, I mean, the Panthers, I guess maybe they have been lighting it up. So I don't know. We need to find okay, before you place this bet, okay, you should take dog in this situation, but do what Stix said and go look up PFF and you know what I'm saying and all that for Eagles defense. It might make you feel a little bit more comfortable with what you're doing because Tampa Bay has been lighting up everybody. That's why they've been number 1, 10 points ahead of everybody.
And what do you call it? Make sure you check the COVID list before
all day with all of these games.
And before we get into this 49ers Cowboys game, because I think I think y'all should hear homie's perspective on this. How come we haven't heard any of COVID protocol or COVID list this week? Have we? Have you heard anything?
No, not a single damn peep. You know why?
Because it's a playoff? You know why?
No, because they stopped testing people.
Because they give them 120 days now if they test positive and they're asymptomatic or some shit?
Yeah, if you ain't got no symptoms, you don't need to be tested no more. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So if you get tested, that means you showed a symptom, and then you can still come back in 5 days. So now you're just hoping that today being Thursday, if you're the Rams or the Cardinals, that you don't have somebody show up positive today. You know what I'm saying? If it's tomorrow, or you know what I'm saying, tomorrow or after, you don't want nobody to be positive for those teams, for any of the squads out there. I think today would have been the last day somebody could have possibly played for the Rams or the Cardinals. But other than that, yeah, it's going to be all bad. But yeah, check that, man. We got Dallas and the 49ers, man.
Dallas at home, playoff appearance.
Yes, sir. I'd make it Dallas to the 4. Vegas is calling it Dallas to the field goal 3.
But after you saw last week from the Niners and what they're building on, you still think you take it 4? You still take Dallas -4?
No, I am not taking Dallas 4.
Oh, no?
That is just what I would make the line. I would take them 4 points. Man, the 49ers ain't scared of them nobody. I told you right after that damn game, and I didn't even know this was going to be the matchup. Cowboys don't want to see none of these 49ers. they about to be, this might turn out real bad. You know, Stephen A. be wilding out on Cowboys fans and all of that and making fun of them. Ooh, this is going to be bad.
Might be a money line look, huh?
This would be my pick of the damn week right here, because the Cowboys just can't get right. You know what I'm saying? They running game ain't doing shit. And that's what sets up your flow. You know what I mean? So even though you have weapons on the outside and they're go-to weapons on the outside, if that's all I got to do as the 49ers is sit on those weapons, dude, they've been doing that all year with everybody. They've been doing that in our division. against the Cardinals, against the Rams, against the Seahawks. You think that the Cowboys going to fade them? And everybody was saying that the 49ers secondary is garbage. And they've been sitting up here doing what the hell they've been doing. And then you let Nick Bosa get loose. Man, boy, I'm telling you right now, that's the play.
And I think the Niners got back their running back, Elijah
Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell.
Mitchell, yeah, they got him back. I think he's healthy, ready to roll after they lost him. Or they went through a bunch of running backs early in the year.
They lost all of their joints too. They lost
They were picking people
right off the rip. Yeah.
Yeah. So as I knocked them earlier.
Anything else about that? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as I knocked them earlier as the pick when you picked them to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And a surprise, I was thinking, no, I was surprised they made it. Now that they're in, they're scary, dude. They are scary with the offense, no matter Jimmy Garoppolo or Trey Lance, whoever they're going to have back there will beat Garoppolo, obviously.
Yeah. But if he get hurt, I mean, they're good either way. I'm telling you, it don't matter who's back there.
Shanahan believes in them. And you know who Shanahan learned from? The GOAT, his dad. So
that's right.
He's been in the game a long time. You don't want to be around those players, those type of coaches who have those connections, and especially a young coach that's gonna, we may talk shit about some fourth down plays, but I wouldn't be surprised if Shanahan pulls the trigger a couple times and makes some moves, because the whole point of the game back in the day when R.I.P. Mike Shanahan was coaching, the longer you possess the ball, the better your chances of winning the game.
Yep. That's how it works, baby. So, I mean, this game, I don't know if it takes even a whole lot of words out of our mouth in this game. I mean, there may be a couple of little bullet points on this. Steelers and Chiefs. Vegas is saying Chiefs favored by 12.5. I personally, the anonymous big homie, would make this game Chiefs favored by 8. 4.5 points is missing somewhere. And that is even with what we've seen from these damn Steelers. Okay. So is Juju Smith-Schuster enough to, I don't know, make something a little bit more happening around there?
I don't think he'll make it back. I think they're just playing the money game right now. I think if he's on the active roster type thing, he might be able to
looking out for him.
Yeah, make a little bit of bucks. But I mean, he just had shoulder surgery, 8 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago. But the problem with the Steelers is
there's a whole lot of problems with the Steelers.
There's a lot of problems, but I think this is the game where they get back to the Najee Harris show. They have to make sure that Najee Harris touches the ball 35 times this game. That may be a little over exaggeration. At least 30.
Not really.
At least 30, because he has to at least run the ball 20 to 25 times, and they have to utilize him out of the background 5 to 10 times for those Ben Roethlisberger dump down passes to save his ass. They to keep it close. And if they could do that, and if their defense steps up a little bit, we'll see. Hey, I'll admit, I talked shit about the Chiefs all year on your power rankings. Did I not, homie?
Are you even asking that? Hell
all year.
And you feel like shit now, ain't?
No, I don't. I still believe in the Chiefs are not what we think they are.
They're coming out the AFC until they're Chiefs Bengals. Watch out, boy.
If they can get by the Steelers might. Ben Roethlisberger's last run, dog. Ben Roethlisberger's last run might be his greatest of all time. You never know what can happen in the Super Wildcard weekend. You know why? Because it's the first one. It's the first year that Ben Roethlisberger talked about retirement. It's the first year where Ben Roethlisberger took a knee on his own field saying he's going out, didn't even want to be in the playoffs. And he sits there in a press conference telling you how bad his team is and how they're the 14th ranked out of the 14 teams in the playoffs. Was he being facetious? Yes, of course he was, because he's ready to fucking fire it up. You don't want to see a
This guy.
fired up Ben Roethlisberger in the playoffs.
Yeah, you do. You don't care.
Now that you're sitting there fucking laughing at me, dog, I'm taking the Steelers money line on this. You want to double or nothing on our last bet? You want to double or nothing on the last bet of the Jets and
How'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you?
Hey, 12 seconds left, 19 seconds left. I had that shit won, dog.
Dude, that was a hell of a promo you just cut for Big Ben. You need to be hired immediately as his PR person because you made him seem like he was 25 still and hot shit, about to go to the Super Bowl against the Seahawks.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Nobody even looked at him like that back then. So I don't want to hear that shit, okay? He got longevity. That's all he's got. He don't have, and he's compiled some numbers. But if I gave you one hand, Ben Roethlisberger, and the other hand, Eli Manning, are you about to take Ben Roethlisberger, bro?
I'm taking Ben Roethlisberger versus Patrick Mahomes right now.
Man, come on, look.
Put your money where your mouth is. Double or nothing. 2 bottles or
cash
no
out.
bottle.
You might as well cash out right now.
Hey, you know what happened last time? What happened last time?
And you're talking about straight up.
I lost
too,
in 19 seconds.
I'm gonna protect you against yourself. You're the level of fandom is clouded.
Sometimes I do need to protect
cells.
you to be as myself.
Yeah, the chemical reaction between your medulla oblongata is like a blockage of fandom right there, to where it can't send the messages forward to the right lobe of your brain in order for you to speak with educated common sense about this damn Super Wildcard weekend as it pertains to the damn Steelers. You over there tripping. I'm looking at if there's smoke in the background when you sit there, because it might be some damn weed or something going on over there.
Not me.
That was the highest promo I've ever heard, especially because you do not live in Pittsburgh proper. If you lived in Pittsburgh proper with that obnoxious and shit that you don't even believe, but you still stand by it, I would say, okay, live that life. I like it. But hey, you gotta wind that damn shit down. Seen this man? This man can't even get up. Nobody wanted to help him get up the first 5 weeks of the season.
I'm getting ahead of the storylines, dog, because you already know what's gonna happen.
There you go.
I'm looking at the storylines and all the bullshit that's going down. Hey, we got like
it's gotta happen. It's got to happen on one. We only need 5 minutes, man. It's got to happen on one of these.
I want to make sure I hear the Rams talk and the Cardinals talk, and homie saved me from the 2 bottles, so we'll get those back because we're gonna be doing a preview together. We're gonna have to do one of these shows together, live with the bottle that I bring you from the Jets and the Tampa Bay wager that we placed against each other earlier. So I still owe you.
Make you buy an overpriced bottle from a place. Hey. Be like, yeah, hey, at Joe Schmo Timeout Bar, yo, let me get a bottle on this man. I want you to pay these prices, not the LIQ prices.
We ain't doing that. So you got your Cardinals, or we got the Cardinals at your Rams. We referenced this earlier. What a perfect game for a Monday night, though. End out the Super Wildcard weekend.
That's it, man.
We called it on the show on Sunday night. We knew exactly what it was going to be. So, I think this game is scary for the Rams. I would take Arizona. What's that?
I said, of course it is.
I would take Arizona in the points, but I still think the Rams are going to win. I think it's going to be one of those 27-26 type games, weird number, 30-29 type game. I do like the over in this game too, but as homie referenced before, Kyler Murray, you get him shook a little bit, it's a little scary, and you got Donald, and you got I would keep wanting to say Quinn, but I know it's not Quinn anymore.
No, not anymore. Leonard Floyd,
that's who I keep missing. You got Floyd out there, bro. I still like the over in this game because I think there might be not enough points in the beginning, the first half. Second half, there are going to be some points. But does Stafford end up showing up and showing out? That could be the problem. Yeah. Making sure that he gets the ball to Kupp and Higbee. First touchdown, Higbee right now. You heard it here first.
Okay, I like it.
So what do you got, homie? I'll give you the floor. It's your team.
Hey man, I mean Vegas is saying 4. I would make it 2.5. So I mean, if I was smart, if you gave me some money and said I got to play on a side in this game, I would play the Cardinals. My Cardinals +4. I'm not stupid. Now, who is going to win is a whole nother story. Okay. The problem that I'm so honest about with this damn team is that the run defense is just, it leaves a lot to be desired. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't happen. Even if you look at last week's game against the hated 49ers, how did we get slashed? Through the damn running game with Debo doing all kind of wild shit. Okay. That's a serious problem. We don't have any problem getting to any quarterback. We don't have any problem shutting down a pass offense. But if you can run, that's going to leave some issues out there. So they got a two-headed running situation with Edmonds and Connors that leaves me with a whole lot of concern. Let's add a third head on that in the fact that Kyler Murray is back there and is always a threat. Okay. But as you so eloquently alluded for the first time in your life a second ago, Kyler Murray was officially drugged. He got dragged a couple weeks back, and therefore production has hit the wall. So therefore, based on me knowing that, I'm already leaning away from them as far as a winner because he's already been drugged. He looked shook. Look at his face when they pan to him on the sideline. He is disgusted, he is frustrated, and he has just got wiped himself off from being dragged once again. Okay, that same shit's gonna happen again. Here's the problem and the equalizer. If Matt Stafford don't get his little monkey ass together, me and him gonna have some damn conversations. This ain't Detroit, homie. We don't accept that around here. I don't know what the hell you think this is. Okay, just because it's a domed environment, you having Detroit flashbacks. That is not how we get down in the city of champions. Okay, it don't matter what sport you play. When you come here, you win. Ask LeBron. Ask all these little suckers who come to say. Ask Mookie Betts. Okay, when you come here, you win, and that's it. Or you are shit. Or you become the Angels, and we ship your ass to Orange County. And look at what the hell has happened to them. Okay, since Rod Carew and Reggie Jackson, all that, but I'm gonna stay on the right sport. Okay,
Well,
Matt Stafford, put your jock strap on tight, but loosen up your damn arm. Okay, stop playing. You ain't got to make every play. The guys are behind there, and they have got your back. Ask yourself one question. Whose house? And then you can look in the mirror and then answer it with a smile. Rams house. But don't dare do it until after you beat these damn dudes, because after that, we shipping your ass out of here. If you can't cut this, I guarantee it. It will be a full revolt because we loved Goof. Ship this ass right up out of here. We ain't playing with you, boy. Get your life together. Matt Stafford. Salute. My dude.
You said I cut a promo for Big Ben. You just cut a promo for, not really a promo. You just told him to shit or get off the pot and make it happen. I was just gonna say, I think he needs to make sure that he gets this first win in a wild card game, playoff game, because if not, it's all bad for Matt Stafford.
He ain't done shit nowhere he's been, so it's got to happen right now.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, thank you for listening and watching. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. Also, don't forget to subscribe and review the show on the podcast platform you listen to. We appreciate it. Go to thisisfunner.com for my podcast and online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. Follow me on Twitter at Stix015. Follow this guy, Anonymous Homie. Follow this guy, Anonymous Big Homie, at Homie_Anonymous. Use that hashtag Stix in Sports. We thank you all for listening. We still have some mugs out there for y'all. So anybody wants one, let us know. Maybe we'll get some out there, with another preview of the weekend picks that we got going on, just let us know. But hey, what do you got for the people in us, big homie?
Man, I know we on a time crunch and all of that now. So staying on topic. Suck it up. Has a man ever told you to suck it up before? That's a wild ass saying. Where the hell did that come from? I had to look that shit up because I feel some kind of way. You get old and you get washed and you go, how did we come up with all these different sayings? I feel wrong. If a dude ever tell me to suck it up, we're going to have serious problems. It's going to be real serious. But after you look it up, you might be surprised. This is funner.